Hi, Sailor Saturn, Taru here, and today I'm going to talk about why I got a bad name and why most of the outer sailor fighters didn't like me, or why the inner sailor fighters fought so much for me. Alright, I kind of talked a little bit about it in my first film, so I'll talk about it now. So, as Sailor Saturn, I have the gift bring to either end a world or keep a world. Now you might think, why would God give such a skill or a craft to someone like me? It's beyond me. And then keep in mind, I spent most of my life not knowing that I was a sailor keeper in my past life. That's not including having some outsider by the name of Lady Nine have run and lead over you for most of your life. So at first, that's who they thought that they were. At first, that's who they thought. At first, they thought, oh, I'm Sailor Saturn, I'm the Sailor Keeper of Ending, you know. And then later on, it's like, well, it's Lady 90, she's the true foe. Now, some of you folks out there might wonder, did I ever truly was I ever called to end anything? Well, some folks say, and this is probably, I don't know if this was one of the plays or something, but someone said, or on the show somewhere, that it was shown that after everyone died in the Moon Kingdom, that God called me to bring an end to it, to start it over again. Yeah, a lot of folks leave out the other thing, the ending and the start over. Now, I was strong enough to take on King Overling King 90, or whatever he looked like in the Pioneer Cliverway world, Pathseeker world. Whatever he looked like in the Viz world, Toy world is beyond me. Some kind of round being with a lot of hands or whatever. I don't know. So I was strong enough to bring the fight to him, but I was not strong enough to beat him. That helped with Sailor Moon. Yes, God and Jesus and Michael. Yes, God was working with us and through us to beat him too. You know. So I'm strong enough to take on foes by myself. And who knows how long it would have taken for me to put down that foe. Then I was awakened again, or at least I got my thoughts back of who I was as a sailor keeper around sailor stars. And a lot of folks say that it was Sailor Galaxia Madness who had taken over her so many years ago, even probably before. I might guess would be before anything happened in any of the five followings. And supposedly bringing Queen Nephelena out. So that was what awakened me for the two-fold time. Well, when I got my thoughts back to who I was. But it's not all bad either. I do got my friendship with Reenie, Sailor Mini Moon or Small Moon or Little Moon. We're probably bound to have a film on this YouTube fairway sometime soon. My birthday's coming up in this next month, January, or the 6th, or the first month, the 6th. So that film's going to be up here for the first time, and Reenie, Sailor Mini Moon, Small Moon, Little Moon's going to be in that. So a lot of sailor fighters out there. Well, the inners, the outers are the ones that feared me more than the inners did. You see, the outers had this belief that since I was strong enough to bring an end to the world, they thought that I would do it. It's almost like you got all these lands with fire shot, and everyone's frightened of someone shooting it off at someone, either by mishap or whatever. Well, it's like that. And that's how they handled me. But I never did end it, did I? No, I did not. And it tends to be funny because a lot of times, and a lot of these stunts, well, I won't call them, I'll call them skits because that's the English word for them. I'm always teamed up with Sailor Pluto, and that's probably true. Like one when, like, I'm gonna talk about some of these Sailor Moon skits where I was in them. So there's one where everyone is shifting out. The Sailor Fighters, the new Sailor Mars came in. I don't know where Jupiter went. She was gone. I don't know where Venus was in this one. This was supposedly, oh well, Pluto is a small world, so she can't be in a team. And she's like, oh, I raised you to be my daughter, and I was like, I'm forgotten about all that. And next time we fight is when she wants her stead and her stead and room. Well, this other one, when Sailor Moon gets chosen off the team, and they got Bush's baked beans, I know it's a big playoff, all that stuff, and there's a team called Wicked, and everything starts going wrong, and Sailor Venus and Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Mars and Sailor Mercury are all beaten. Even Sailor all beaten. And I was like, should we go help the Sailor Fighters? And Pluto's like, no, because if I gotta come stop time, then God would be like, why are you stopping time? It's not a good grounds for it. Then I gotta call you in to end everything. So just leave it. She's like, I'm watching a show. It's called The Sailor Keepers or True Farseer. So, anyway, yeah. Well, getting back to that whole thing is that no, I didn't come with my staff or whatever you want to call it. But I am not the sailor fighter to be feared. Yes, I do got some might to myself, like many of the inners and the elders do, but I wouldn't really be the one everybody should be fearing. I've done a lot of good, and I never ever ended any worlds, so I don't know where they were getting that from. Yes, they do call me a sailor fighter of ending, but I never did end any worlds. Anyway, that's all the time I got. If you like this film, follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the last film I made yesterday over here with Sailor Mini Moon, my good friend Rini. I Sailor I Sailor Saturn Taru. Hope you like this film. Bye.